saying, based off this, this is what my conclusion is.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That being said, okay, hear me out, because I'm going to say something, I'm going to say something else right after. We can agree to disagree on this. That being said, I have a potential rewrite for you that removes our biases. So first of all, so you don't have a problem with the scene the way it is, that's completely fine. I have a potential rewrite for you, regardless if you think it makes it better or not. It at the very least makes it more clear for your side, at least. So what I would do, I wouldn't remove anything here, but I would at least change it around. So the dialogue that says, "You're saying I've got regret," that's Obito thinking that, that's on the panel of adult Obito in the, like, thinking about Hokage or whatever. You're just on it. It's below. Yeah, right there.
I forgot. I was sharing my screen.
Yeah.
So I thought I was supposed to be looking up because I wasn't looking at your screen. That's funny. Okay, anyway, continue.
So what I would do is one of the two, I would either move Obito's words down below this panel to something after Naruto says, so probably around the part where he's like, "Stop it, get out of my head," or I would move this Obito panel just a little bit up to right above the kid Obito Hokage panels. And I have a second part of this, but I'll let you scroll up to the, yeah. So like right, so sorry, below it. I meant right below it. Yeah, but I would move it up to below it, if that makes sense. So like right where Kurama's panel is, for example, or even like above Naruto's crying, maybe, or his like, yeah, it's like. Yeah, it's like in between where Naruto's seeing it and Naruto's crying.
Right in between here or right in between here.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I would move it.
Before Kurama's words, at least.
Okay, before you give your thoughts, scroll back down to the adult Obito Hokage panel. Okay, so right there. So, again, Obito's the one saying that dialogue here. We're going to move that somewhere else. In its place, we're going to have, and this is going to be additional new thoughts, we're going to have Naruto be the one, clearly, obviously, be thinking thoughts here. It could be any thoughts, whatever you want. I would probably go along the lines of something like, "Obito, ... you were thinking about this all this time?" Or something like that. Like, "Obito, you wanted to become Hokage too?" Or, "Obito, you still want to be Hokage?" Something like that.
Well, he does say this down here, basically that. Real quick, just to clarify.
But I think it's more cool if that's like the realization.
Basically, this image.
No, we would have that image as is. That image is fine.
And then you would just have this image also up there, correct?
Either up there or where it is and move Obito's text down. But either way, you're replacing Obito's text there with Naruto's text of his realization that the current Obito still wants to become Hokage. Because I don't want it to be like later. I want this to be the realization. Naruto realizes the current Obito still wants to become Hokage. We never get that moment, I feel.
So I'm gonna give 3 different responses.
Yeah.
The first is, I do think this works perfectly fine.
Of course.
The second is, honestly, independent of the dialogue, I'm all for copying this or a slightly different version of this also up there. Even if the dialogue changed the same, just have it in both places. I'm all for that, actually. And third, honestly, I'm down with this rewrite idea to where basically you have this image up there. So he's already seen current Obito thinking it. And he either sees it again, or this is from Naruto's perspective of what he saw earlier, to where he's saying, "You want to become Hokage just like me." Because honestly, not gonna lie, this does work. It's on the same page at least, so this definitely works. But I agree. These words being on the panel of him being quote-unquote Hokage just does kind of make sense. And you can easily have the "you're saying I've got regrets" on any other scene. Just have it here, or have a different Obito scene. Maybe he's walking with Kakashi in the village. Just a different scene of Obito. He can say, "You've got regrets." But like this line of dialogue being on this panel, yeah, that works absolutely. I
Okay.
would agree with that.
Yeah, and I think I would also agree. So I do like mine, but I think yours can work as well to where it's in both places. Because in that way, that's showing that they're both individually, separately from one another, thinking about it, which could be how they're establishing the Ninshu connection in the first place.
Yeah, like in either variation, I do think it only adds to the strength of what's being implied narratively. Like I only see this as just further strength. I don't see it as redundant. I just see it as a buff.
Yeah.
Personally, I think this idea of the rewrite, yeah, there should have been an adult Obito thinking about it up there too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Hot Boy would disagree and tell me why I'm wrong. And I'm open minded because I think it works as is anyway. But I think that would strengthen it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's be showing both Obito and Naruto's individual thoughts on the panel itself, from two different perspectives on the same thing. Yeah.
Exactly. And then like also, like I said, I really want to hammer this home. I know it's stupid, but like these words technically could, obviously you're saying I've got regrets absolutely works on this panel, but so do these works on this panel.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. One thing, so completely side, different, other topic entirely. Scroll up very slightly. So Obito is still in combat in his peaceful future from Naruto's perspective. He's like in the flak jacket and everything. Even in the best case scenario, there's still conflict.
Bro, I don't care whose perspective it is. They're still in the fourth great shinobi war.
Yes, bro.
Just fighting it.
Yes, bro. So good. Yeah. Oh my god.
But just funny regardless.
Yeah. Okay.